This year's October holiday we fulfilled ourselves another dream, riding with a motorbike from Beijing to Hohhot and back again. Reaching Hohhot in Inner Mongolia took us 2 days and we covered 630 kilometers. We have seen great landscapes and we braved rain and snow. Now we are curious what the Inner Mongolian grasslands are looking like. Inner Mongolia is around 2000 kilometers wide and 400 kilometers deep. With our planned day trip we only could visit a small tiny part of it. This morning Erwin didn't feel well and so Thomas and I hit the road alone. Also in bright daylight the town of Hohhot makes a beautiful impression. Built in an altitude around 1000 meters above sea level, the surrounding mountains climbing up another 1000 meters. Riding the S101, this road will bring us later in the area of the Gigantala grasslands. We have chosen this road because of it will have less traffic. And so our expectation was true. More or less we are alone outside. High in the mountains Thomas asked me to make a videotape of him riding a motorbike, otherwise he never will be seen on this video. It was a good idea, cause now I also have an impression how it looks like when we both are riding the sidecar. Today the weather is perfect, a blue sky we hardly have seen in Beijing downtown since a long time. And it's nice watching the small villages, even if I would not call them romantic. Maybe these are the last weeks you comfortably can ride these mountain roads, cause snow is just around the corner in Inner Mongolia. On the highest peak in our small journey today, in an altitude of 1850 meters, we make a short rest to enjoy the great landscape. The flat land ahead, this is called the grasslands. Our bike is running fine and we only have a little things to complain about. Today we have a fine ride and it's not a long ride, but you need to cover long distances if you are in Inner Mongolia. We decided to take the road to Gigantala grasslands. We will ride it along another 50 kilometers to get a glimpse of the grasslands and then take the same road back. The people are farmers out here and they harvest corn and potatoes, and you can see black and white cows along the road, just like home in Germany. And 50 kilometers in one direction is enough. You can see the landscape is all around the same. So, last toll station before reaching Dorbochi, we make a U-turn and back we go. And suddenly we saw them again, the snow-covered peaks at the mountains. Here down in the valley it's warm with day temperatures around 20 degrees Celsius. To make it a round trip we entered S311 at the town of Halesiang, heading west again through the wide cornfields. Now it's time to leave this part of the grasslands we could visit today and going back into the direction of Hohhot. This is the main access road between Hohhot and Silamuren grasslands, the most famous tourist spot. The last few kilometers our back wheel starts to make trouble. I believe some spokes are broken again. There are only 2 roads from Hohhot to have access to the Inner Mongolian grasslands. It is the one we took this morning, and this one is called the S104. Here is heavy traffic and it's not so steep, and a lot of construction is going on. After every turn you take, you have a breathtaking sight to the flatland where Hohhot is. It wasn't a long ride, just around 210 kilometers, and so we are back in the suburbs of Hohhot around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. This town is different from all other Chinese towns. It's the first time that we can notice the Muslim influence in the architecture surrounding us. It was a great day and we enjoyed it. What is following now, Thomas and Erwin will not enjoy so very much. There are some minor repair things to do, cause tomorrow will be another long distance ride. The evening we enjoyed with a nice dinner, good music, and we went to bed very early. The other morning Erwin didn't feel well again and took the airplane back to Beijing, so it was up to Thomas and me to bring the bikes from Hohhot to Zhongli. The first kilometers we rode the G110 and it was an ugly road with a lot of traffic. You will not believe it when you see this silent video takes now. After a while we managed to enter the expressway and the ride was much smoother now. This was my first really long distance ride and sometimes I need a rest. On the road I learned how to surf the Sporillen and play hide and seek with the trucks. More or less every 100 kilometers we made a pit stop for me and the bikes. I gave my very best and I was sure we will make it to Zhongli. But there was a god of repairs who had something against our plans. After passing the toll station at Hebei border, the green bike had a problem with his back wheel. Some very friendly policemen helped Thomas to repair the brakes. At this point we made the decision to go back to Beijing directly and not to go to Zhongli anymore. It was a wise decision. Another 120 kilometers down the road the ignition of the green Changjiang died totally. Thomas told me in the dark another 30 kilometers to Jimenyi gas station. Here we parked the bike and at the end we reached Beijing downtown at 10 o'clock at night. It was a fine ride in the end and I'm very proud that we brought the bikes over 1,350 kilometers in 4 days. We are also sorry that Nigel and Erwin could not join in for all the time. The very next day Thomas, Erwin and a mechanic brought back the bike from Jimenyi to Beijing. It was only a minor problem in the ignition part and the mechanic solved it in 10 minutes. But that's life. Next year we will visit Inner Mongolia again, that's for sure. We love this great landscape. See you, bye bye.